2026 Olympic Games have officially come to a close. Team USA is now heading home with 33 medals, the second most won by any country. They've competed on the biggest stage in the world, pushing limits and showing us what hard work looks like under pressure. So joining me now to tell us all about the games, we have some standout Olympians with us this morning. How exciting is this? We've got Chase Blackwell, Jake Pates, and Alessandro Barbieri. Thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Absolutely. Welcome home, you guys.
Thank you. Let's go.
I got to know what the first thing, I bet. I got to know what the first thing was that you ate when you got off of the plane.
When we got home?
Yeah.
As soon as I landed in Atlanta yesterday, I got buffalo chicken wings.
Nice.
And I got Korean barbecue tacos.
All right, good stuff. Solid meal.
I'm a breakfast burrito guy. You
Okay.
know, that's like, gotta get a breakfast burrito when I get home. Yeah.
I think I just ate, you know, those like biscuits they give you on the plane. I didn't eat anything when I landed, so I'm pretty hungry.
I believe it. I believe it. Well, we're so
Still
glad
hungry.
to have you guys here in Denver with us. Just one day after you landed, so we really did not waste any time here. Have you guys had a moment for it to all settle in, or are we still riding the high? What are we thinking? What are we feeling?
Still riding the high, you know. After the Olympics, we're all buzzing, so no time to settle. Now we're straight into another event.
Yeah. Got another one coming up this week, so just kind of keeping the momentum going. Like nothing, no reason to slow down.
Yeah, before we get into what's coming, I want to talk about what happened at the Olympics. So you only live it one time, right? But then you can watch it on that playback over and over and over. When you think back to the Olympics, do you see it in your POV when you were going down, or do you see it from everyone else's POV?
I think, yeah,
First
my
person.
POV, yeah, for sure.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So, like you said, we've got a big weekend coming up. Are we riding the momentum into the weekend, or do you have time to kind of reset? What's the mindset here?
Yeah, so we got Snow League coming up this weekend, and yeah, I mean, just coming off the Olympics, I feel like just that whole, everything that came from that event, it's definitely like driving us forward and pushing us to continue the rest of the season. No reason to slow down. So,
Right.
taking that momentum and keeping it rolling into this week.
And Jake and Chase, you guys are both from Colorado. How does it feel to be back here in Colorado and now competing again in Colorado?
It feels good to be back. Yeah, back in the U.S., back on U.S. soil, in our hometown.
Yeah.
Aspen's going to be a great time. We've been both doing this together for so long, since we were like 10. So coming from the Olympics, we're both like, living some pretty full circle moments, and both fired up, excited, so.
Yeah. And you guys were roommates, right?
Yeah, we were roommates. It was so like full circle for us. Yeah, just we've been doing it for so long. So it was awesome to be roommates there, and then being back in Colorado, I just feel like it's such a busy year. You're going contest to contest, not really getting a ton of time for yourself. You're just focusing on what's ahead. So being able to like slow down, be home on home soil, get in a half pipe that we know really well, just all that's going to tie in, and yeah, we're really excited.
Exactly. Did you guys have a lot of people coming up from like middle school and all the people you went to preschool with saying, oh, hey, remember me? Because you guys are posting a lot on social media. It was so fun to be able to follow along.
Yeah, actually my kindergarten teacher messaged me while I was doing the Olympics. I was like, Mrs. Marshall, what? What are you calling me? She didn't call me, she texted me, but I was like, what? That's crazy.
What'd she say?
No, she was like, we're super proud. We knew you could make it. Ever since I was like a little kid, I always had like so much energy. And she was like, we knew you would have become an Olympian.
It all made sense.
It all made sense.
And Alessandro, you are one of the younger ones. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, being younger is definitely, it's cool, Not everybody expects the best from you, but when you surprise them, it's a little bonus. But yeah, no, being able to be in Italy with my Italian heritage, it's a dream come true. Ever since I was little, I was like, I want to be in Italy and Livigno and compete for US. So I was honestly a dream come true for me. So I'm really happy with what happened.
So you were kind of able to be a tour guide for these guys then, showing them
Exactly,
all the
the
hot spots, all the good
translator.
stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Got them out of a
he's getting his own pizzas made.
Yeah.
He's like, no, we gotta get the right pizza, like the whole nine. So it was nice having Ale there for sure.
You guys were all in good company.
Totally. Yeah.
We had a good crew.
Yeah.
It sounds like there were some stories there, getting them out of trouble. What happened?
Yeah, getting out of, I don't know, just like translating with the workers and stuff, getting them the good stuff. So.
Yeah, I love it, as everybody deserves there. I feel like Olympic Village is just kind of like summer camp for the most elite athletes in the world. What are some of these stories that you can share from the Olympic Village? Just like, tell me you were at the Olympic Village without telling me you were at the Olympic Village.
Jake?
It was definitely summer camp vibes. No, it was pretty awesome. We all traveled together year-round, different spots. So, you know, we were kind of all reuniting there at the Olympics. There's high energy. I think we were all just like excited, running around, making TikTok videos, Instagram videos, eating good food, playing ping pong, foosball. We had a crazy foosball match.
Yeah, that was a battle.
Do not play this kid in foosball.
No,
Or maybe any Italian. Yeah. No, we had a really good time. So it was fun.
How did you guys find time to make all of the content that you did? I was so impressed. I was following along. I was like, where are they finding the time to do all this stuff?
Eating and making
cranking.
TikToks.
We were cranking.
We were like
And then-
multitasking.
Luckily for us, most of our practices were all at night,
Yeah.
and then our qualies was at night, finals was at night. So it's kind of like we had the whole day to kind of chill, get ready. You know, we definitely wanted to focus on like the contest ahead, but yeah, we definitely had a little bit of time to, you know, have fun with it and, you know, make a TikTok here or
But
there.
I think it helped because like if you almost thought too much about the event, you'd get like spiral. But just making dumb little TikToks and funny videos with your homies was like the best part.
Kept it light.
Kept it light. We just making funny stuff.
And people loved it. I loved following along. I felt like I was with you guys the whole time. I was like, oh, just me and my friends in Italy.
Yeah,
Exactly.
So you guys have a big event coming up today in Denver at Ruby Hill. How did you pick Denver?
Yeah, I think Denver is just, it's the most accessible way to get everybody from the front range, you know, on snow. So bring it right to Ruby Hill and, you know, it's just trying to include everybody, you know. Sometimes it's hard to get up I-70 or get into the foothills or get into the mountains to go ride a big ski resort. So just being right here at Ruby Hill, it's, you know, it makes it easy and accessible for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said. I mean, we're kind of in the center of it here. Like Chase was saying, it's a little farther away from the mountains, but having Ruby Hill is really nice, I think, for the community and for all the young kids that have an interest and might not have access, so they get to come and show up and hang out and get to see them and fire them up a little bit.
Yeah, what do you hope those young kids walk away with today?
Inspiration, you know?
Yeah, I hope they get fired up and they're inspired to snowboard, but I also hope that, you know, the message comes across to them that this is accessible, anybody can do it. I think a lot of the stuff you see online about snowboarding makes it seem a little bit far-fetched and crazy, but anybody can do this, and we just want to bring that vibe, bring that message down to the kids. So.
And you guys are all an example of you can do this. But Jake, you have been very open about kind of your experience and kind of this journey along the way. So I feel like that really, that makes sense for you especially.
Yeah, of course. I think that's a big thing that I've been trying to focus on bringing attention to is that, you know, when things feel hard to attain, you just make the effort anyways, be delusional, you know, believe in yourself. I always do that, push through the fear, push through the doubt, and then end up surprising myself. So I think that's a good message. You know, you think you might not be able to go snowboard, but if you just try to make it happen, show up to Ruby Hill, we might be there hanging out and boarding, and it can be a good time. So
That and I think it doesn't always have to be like that serious. Like, you know, Ruby Hill is like we're just gonna go have fun, be on snow. Like, it doesn't always have to be like I'm training for the Olympics. I'm training for the Olympics. You know, it's like I just want to go ride. I just want to go hang with my friends and like just have a good time. And that's really the beauty of snowboarding. And I feel like what we all embody.
Yeah, it's actually my first time there. I've never been to Ruby Hill. I've been all mountains, Aspen, you know, all of those, but never Ruby Hill. So it's gonna be like an experience for me as well.
But you're never going to forget it.
I'm never gonna forget it. I'm never gonna forget
Coming
it.
out of Italy, but you're never going to forget it. What can people expect there today? Are you guys going to be showing them how to do things, just chatting with people? What can they expect?
Anything. We're gonna be chatting. We're gonna be riding. We're gonna show the younger generation, you know, a bit of a spark. You know, if they see a bit, it's like, oh wow, look at Jake, look at Ollie, look at Chase. You know, ride. They're like, I want to do that. Because that was like me with Sean and all the other guys. I was like, I watched them and I was like, I can do that. And I did it. So,
Right.
yeah, a little bit of inspiration to the younger kids.
I might be the camera guy. I didn't get my snowboard bag yet, so I'll be standing cheerleading. Definitely saying hi to some people.
Yeah, hanging
Just be
out,
having a good
slapping
time.
high fives. You know, maybe sign an autograph if anybody wants one. Bring a Sharpie. So yeah, I mean, we'll be hanging.
I think it'll be so cool for them to see you guys in that scenario, in that setting, because they'll see that you guys are really just normal people, just hanging out with the guys, just trying to have a good time, just doing what you love, right? Awesome. Well, thank you all so much for being here. We're so excited to welcome you back home to Colorado for your first experience at
Thank
Ruby
you,
Hill.
guys.
It is a big day here at 9 News, and we are just so grateful. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Thank you.
Amazing job, you guys.
Awesome, appreciate it.